There is a presence so strong that people can feel it before they even see it. It makes them hesitate. It makes them uncomfortable. It makes them question themselves. You've seen it before. Someone walks into the room, and even without a word, the energy shifts. This is not charisma. This is not luck. This is something older, something disciplined, something practiced. It is unshakable presence. Today, you will discover how the samurai achieved it, how they built a mind that could remain calm, focused, and alert, even when everything around them burned in chaos. This is not for everyone. It is ruthless, demanding, and transformative. If you are ready to see the world differently, subscribe to the channel, like it below, and comment on the habit you most want to embody. This will set the first mark on your path. Chapter 1: The Awakening. The story begins with a man named Kento. He was intelligent, capable, ambitious. Everyone admired him. But Kento had one problem. He never felt fully present. He could work, but his mind wandered. He could speak, but he listened half-heartedly. He could achieve, but his victories never felt real. He thought he lacked focus. He thought he needed more motivation. He tried every self-help method: apps, planners, morning routines, books on mindfulness, meditation, focus. Nothing worked. Until one day, he read about the samurai Code of Stillness. It said something simple. Your mind is a battlefield. Master it, and the world bends to your presence. Kento realized he had been approaching life like a soldier charging blindly. He was reactive, impulsive, scattered. He thought stillness was an activity. He thought calmness was weakness. He was wrong. Chapter 2: Understanding Presence. The samurai believed that true power is silent. They trained their bodies and minds to remain composed, aware, and fully alive in every moment. Presence is not performance. It is not showing strength. It is the absence of distraction. The more distracted your mind, the weaker your presence. Every thought, every craving, every worry is a tiny thread pulling your attention away from what is happening right now. The samurai called this mush in the mind without clutter. A mind free of past regrets, future fears, and useless judgments. Kento wanted it, but he didn't know where to start. So he returned to the roots. He began observing. He noticed how often his attention scattered during a conversation, how many thoughts pulled him away while working, how little he actually noticed the world around him. He realized presence is not something you can fake. It is something you cultivate. Chapter 3: The Ritual of Stillness. The samurai used rituals to anchor their minds. They knew the world is chaotic. Storms arrive, people shout, battles rage. Yet the warrior must remain steady. Kento started small. Step 1: Breathing. He sat each morning, eyes closed, breathing slowly, deliberately, counting each inhale and exhale. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15. At first, his mind rebelled. Thoughts raced, distractions called. He felt like giving up. But the samurai taught him, do not fight the mind. Watch it, guide it, return it. Each breath became a tool, a tether back to the present. Step 2: Slow movement. He walked slowly, every step deliberate, every sensation noticed. His body became the teacher. His feet became the drums of attention. His eyes the mirrors of awareness. The world seemed to slow down. He could see details he never noticed. He could hear sounds he had ignored. He could feel the weight of reality without reacting. Step 3: Observation Practice. He spent minutes watching people, animals, clouds, without judgment, without planning, without distraction. He learned to observe life as a river moves, flowing, powerful, unstoppable. Chapter 4: The Battle Within. The hardest enemy is never the outside world. It is the inside. Kento noticed his impulses, his anxieties, his compulsions. They whispered, "Check your phone. Rush through this task. React to that insult." The samurai had a name for this: Chachu, the concentrated mind. They trained to observe impulses without obeying them. Kento practiced. When he wanted to speak out of anger, he paused. When he felt anxious, he focused on the breath. When he craved distraction, he redirected attention. Each pause, each return to focus, was a victory. He realized something terrifying. His own mind was his battlefield. If he could win there, nothing in the outside world could shake him. Chapter 5: Presence Under Pressure. Kento's real test came unexpectedly. A crisis at work. His team was panicked. His boss shouting. Emails flooding. Phones ringing non-stop. Before, he would have reacted. He would have mirrored the chaos. He would have burned energy, made mistakes, felt fear. Instead, he remembered the code. He paused. He breathed. He observed the situation without judgment. He responded only when necessary, with calm precision. People noticed. They slowed down around him. They followed his lead. He had presence without effort, and it radiated power. Chapter 6: The 3 Pillars of Unshakable Presence. The samurai used 3 principles to maintain stillness in any storm. Awareness: know the mind, know the body, know the moment. Discipline: practice stillness daily, even when uncomfortable. Acceptance: surrender to the present moment without fear or judgment. Kento applied these pillars to his life. He noticed when distractions arose and let them pass. He created daily rituals to anchor his attention. He accepted reality as it was, without panic. Slowly, the man who could never be fully present became the one who could walk into chaos and remain unshaken. Chapter 7: The Shadow of Temptation. It was not easy. Temptations lurked everywhere. Old habits, old fears, old distractions. The samurai knew that presence is a practice, not a state. Kento faced days when his mind raced uncontrollably. He wanted to escape, to scroll, to speak before listening. But he remembered. The warrior does not fight the world. He masters himself. He returned to breathe, to slow movement, to observation. Each return strengthened his presence. Each moment of calm was a brick in the fortress of his mind. Chapter 8: Presence in Chaos. Kento's journey was far from over. After mastering daily practice, he faced the ultimate challenge: chaos. Life does not wait for you to be ready. Storms arrive without notice. People betray, opportunities vanish. Fear whispers in every corner. The samurai taught that presence is tested in moments of fear. One evening, Kento was walking home through a crowded street. A fight broke out nearby. Shouts, Sudden movement, panic spreading. His old self would have fled. His heart racing, mind panicked. But the training had changed him. He paused, breathing deep, noticing every detail. The position of the fighters, the distance, the sounds, the energy in the air. He did not intervene. He did not react emotionally. He moved calmly, adjusting his path, aware of the risk but not consumed by it. He realized something profound. Presence is not about controlling the world. It is about controlling yourself in the world. People around him slowed, unconsciously following his calm. He became a still point in the storm. And in that stillness, he discovered power far beyond brute strength. Chapter 9: The Eyes of a Warrior. The samurai trained their gaze as much as their minds. The eyes do not just see, they signal, they communicate, they anchor attention. Kento practiced the warrior's gaze. Soft, yet aware. Observing without reacting. Noticing details others missed. He would spend minutes each day watching life unfold. The sway of trees, the pattern of footsteps, the subtle shifts in conversations. This practice sharpened his mind, enhanced his intuition, and allowed him to act decisively when it mattered most. He realized presence is not passive. It is active awareness, a living connection to the now. Chapter 10: The Ritual of Deliberate Action. Stillness is useless without action. The samurai did not meditate endlessly while the world moved on. They acted decisively, but from a place of clarity. Kento began applying this principle. Each task started with attention. Each movement measured, deliberate, intentional. Distractions removed before action. Reactions guided by awareness, not impulse. Slowly, he noticed that his efficiency skyrocketed. He wasted no energy on meaningless thoughts. He wasted no time chasing what did not matter. His work, his relationships, his decisions, all reflected calm precision. The world responded. People noticed his quiet power. They deferred, they followed, they respected not out of fear, but out of recognition of his presence. Chapter 11: Mastering Fear. The final lesson of the samurai. Fear is a shadow. It only controls you if you give it a voice. Kento faced challenges that once would have paralyzed him. Public speaking, critical deadlines, confrontation, loss. He remembered the training. Observe fear without judgment. Acknowledge its presence but do not react. Act deliberately despite the fear. He realized fear is just energy. It becomes destructive only when uncontrolled. When harnessed through stillness, fear became a guide, a signal of what mattered, not a prison. The samurai called this Fudshin, the immovable mind. Kento's presence had become unshakable. He could face chaos, conflict, uncertainty, and remain grounded, clear, and alert. Chapter 12: Presence as Identity. Presence is not a habit. It is not a skill. It is who you become. Kento no longer asked, "How can I focus? How can I remain calm?" The questions disappeared. They were replaced with, "This is who I am. This is how I move through the world." He embodied the code of stillness. His mornings remained disciplined. His rituals continued. He observed life fully. He acted deliberately. He faced fear without flinching. He was no longer a man chasing presence. He was presence itself. Chapter 13: The Ripple of Stillness. Presence is contagious. People around you absorb your energy. A calm leader steadies a panicked team. A composed friend eases tension in a group. A quiet mind anchors chaos. Kento noticed that when he remained still, others began to slow down, to listen, to reflect. The samurai understood this centuries ago. Your mind is a beacon. The world adjusts to your energy. He realized the true power of stillness is not in dominating others, but in shaping the environment through calm mastery of self. Chapter 14 Lessons for the Modern Warrior. You do not need swords or armor to live by the code. The battlefield is your mind, your life, your choices. The samurai's Code of Stillness teaches: anchor the mind daily, ritualize awareness. Observe without reaction, separate stimulus from response. Train the body as the mind's vehicle, deliberate movement and breath. Act decisively from clarity, avoid impulse and chaos. Face fear directly, cultivate a movable mind. Make presence your identity and body, do not perform. Radiate calm to influence the world, presence becomes your silent power. These are not steps to learn, but a way to become. Chapter 15 The Transformation. Kento had changed. His friends noticed. His colleagues noticed. Strangers noticed. But it was not their recognition that mattered. It was his own certainty, his own inner calm, his own unshakable footing in the present moment. He could walk into any situation, and chaos around him became background noise. He could make decisions swiftly, with clarity and purpose. He could face fear without trembling. He could connect fully with people, without distraction or judgment. The samurai knew this centuries ago. The true warrior wins first within, then in the world outside. Kento had won. And the victory was silent, invisible, and absolute. The Code of Stillness is waiting. The teachings of the samurai are not relics. They are a map for anyone seeking unshakable presence. Your mind will resist. Your body will rebel. The world will try to pull you away. But if you follow the path, anchor your attention, cultivate awareness, move deliberately, face fear without yielding, embody presence, you will become the calm center in a storm. You will become unshakable. You will move through life, not reacting, but guiding, not controlled, but commanding. This is the way of the samurai. This is the Code of Stillness. If you commit, the world will feel your presence. You will feel power you never knew existed. And in that stillness, you will find clarity, confidence, and a life unshakable by chaos. Remember, presence is not taught. It is lived. Begin your path today, and let your stillness speak louder than words.